It's hair tutorial time, and we're going to try recreate this look. I posted a video talking about the style on steroids by Color Wow, and everybody wanted to know how I curled my hair and how I styled it that way. So let's try recreate it today. But before we can do it, we got to talk about some products. So what products do I have in my hair that I have been able to achieve this kind of volume? So first of all, my hair is not clean. These types of styles work better on dirtier hair. All right, when my hair, because it's very fine, I have a lot of it, but it's very fine. But when it's freshly washed, it's very soft and it's kind of silky and it's a lot harder to style. So I'm going on a good, I don't know how many days here, but this is gonna be perfect for this type of style. When my hair was clean, before I blow dried my hair, I used these two products by Color Wow, Raise the Root and Extreme Bombshell. This is a volumizer and this is a root lifter. So these products enable me to get a ton of volume in my hair that as the days go on, it just continues to build. It doesn't fall flat. Another must-have is a dry shampoo. I use this on my clean hair. I use it on my dirty hair. I use this all of the time. All right, so I use the dry shampoo to absorb any oils on my roots. I also use this to help add volume. It also gives you just a tiny bit of grit in your hair, so when you do any back combing, it sticks. And if you have fine hair, you know that back combing can be tough. Other products I'll be using is a heat protectant, a dry texture spray, and a hair oil. So let's style some hair. Now this is a half up hairstyle. So before we do anything, I need to make sure I have some good volume at the top. I would take my top here into sections and do a little back combing. And because I have dry shampoo and these products in there, this is gonna stick really well. I'm gonna do that all the way through my mohawk so that I have volume on the front, in the middle, and in the back. And the reason I'm doing this is because I like to have a poof on the top. I don't want like a slick back ponytail look. So now let's put it up. So I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna pull them back, but I'm not gonna go straight. I'm actually gonna zigzag them. And this is gonna help achieve volume. It's gonna keep you from seeing like a super straight line. Now that I got my little half pony, I'm gonna pull a few pieces down that I wanna keep around my face. And I'm just gonna take my fingers and pull this hair back. I'm not gonna brush it, because I want it to have some texture. Now that we have that, we're gonna take a clear elastic, and I'm not gonna pull back, I'm gonna push forward, as big as you want your poof to be. So I got my clear elastic, I'm puff it forward, and I'm just going to wrap this up into like almost a little bun, like this. Now I'm gonna take my tail comb, and I'm simply gonna pull some of these hairs out. And the reason I kinda do a little bun is because my hair is fine, and I don't have a ton of hair up here. It's like an optical illusion, right? So I'm gonna pull some pieces out so that when I pinch and pull and fluff and tease this, it makes it look a lot fuller than it actually is. Now for the curls, I'm gonna be using a 1-inch curling iron, and this is not a fancy curling iron. You can find this on Amazon, I have it shared, and it's one of those that you can take the top off, so it comes with a lot of different sizes, but this just happens to be the 1-inch. First, I'm gonna go through and just make sure I have a little bit of volume on my sides. And the key to these curls being kind of soft and messy is that I'm not gonna curl every hair on my head. So this hair is basically straight with some kinks in it, but we're just gonna curl some pieces. So for my heat protectant, since I have fine hair and sometimes it can be hard to hold a curl, I love the Kenra Heat Block. It has a good amount of hold in it, so I don't need to use a lot of hairspray at the end because hairspray will weigh down my fine hair. So I'm literally gonna pick up a section, we're gonna spray it, and we're gonna just lightly curl it. So I'm just starting. Gonna hold for a second. You can see I kind of left a little bit of an end out. I'm gonna untwist it and pull down. Then I'm just gonna take another random section and repeat the process. Now, whenever anybody sees me spray my heat protectant, they say, don't you have to let that dry first? This is a unique one because it's almost like instantly dry. There's no dry time. So, and then we'll pull that out. Leaving a lot of the hair straight. I do rotate the curls. So these curls, I went backwards. Like I put the clamp in the front and I went backwards. I want some variety in the texture. So now I'm gonna put the clamp in the back and I'm gonna curl forwards. Again, leaving some of the ends out because I want this to be a very soft, kind of wavy look, not tight curls. Pull them out. So I have 3 curls here. All of this hair underneath is straight. And do one more in the front. Not very specific, just nice and light, and pull that through. So that is all I'm gonna do for the curling of my hair on this side of my head. So again, we're just gonna take a few sections, apply our heat protectant. I'm gonna put the clamp in the front. I'm gonna twist backwards, mostly heating up the mid and the root, and not so much on the ends. And then I'm going to pull down as I unclamp it, like that. And the back of your head is obviously a little trickier, but just take a chunk, spray it, and give it your best college effort. I'll do a couple more in the back, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, and now for my front pieces, flip this over. Never forget your heat protectant. I'm going to pull these bangs forward. The clamp is towards my nose, and I'm going to curl away from my face, pulling out and kind of down, and holding it just for a second so these are nice and soft. Same thing here. I'm going to pull out, clamp towards my nose. I'm going to pull down just for a second and release. If you feel like you have too much straight hair, I mean, this is where obviously all heads are different, but I have 3 curls here. Maybe I would just go in and grab one more chunk here to add a little bit of a bend. All right, I'm gonna let this cool. All right, now that it's cool, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of hair oil, just a tiny bit, so my hands don't create frizz, and I'm simply gonna just finger through these curls, just kind of blending them in with my straight hair. So you can see I have some straight pieces and some curled pieces. It just kind of gives it kind of a lived-in messy look. It's like I tried, but not really hard. And then if your ends are a little frizzly, I would go in with your flat iron and just smooth them out a little bit. And then to finish the style, I like to use a dry texture spray instead of a hairspray. A hairspray is so sticky, and since I don't wash my hair every day, I don't want the buildup on my hair, where a dry texture spray is much lighter. It still has a little bit of hold, but it's more flexible. So I'm going to use that to puff up this. I'm going to use it in here to puff up my sides. And this is like a volume in a can. And now when I go like this, it's just going to keep building and achieving more and more volume. So very quickly, I have a cute half up, kind of messy, beachy, wavy look with some straight hair and some curled. I think it's super cute. It didn't take a lot of time because I didn't have to curl every hair on my head. I have good volume up here. And because I did that zigzag on the sides, you don't have like a straight line. You're able to hide that really easily. So 1-inch curling iron, a few awesome products, and you can also have hair like this. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, let me know. My curling iron and most of my products can be found in my Amazon. Otherwise, if you go to the link in my bio, I have things like my dry shampoo linked there. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous big hair day.